Welcome to the beginning of the week. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend and you were able to get some rest, relaxation, and some peace over the weekend. I feel like a lot of us are swimming in a sea of emotion, and there seems to be a bit of a struggle around what the new structure of life will be for the collective. And do we go back to doing things as they were? And if not, how do we move forward and what does that look like? So I'm Kristen, you are in the good, and I'm happy that you're here today. It is 11/11. It is one of those portal days that's all about manifestation and transformation. 11/11 is also very synchronistic. It's looking at the coincidences and finding the magic in them. And I often think that when we get on these special days, it can be like an activation or an initiation to begin to reconsider what transformation means for us right now. What do we want to manifest? And as we come into this ending of the year, there can be, what didn't I transform this year that I still want to transform? Or where am I right now as to what I want to change and transform, as opposed to what I thought 9 months ago coming to the end of the year? What do I want to manifest still? Is there something that you meant to do this year that just didn't get done? For whatever reason, it doesn't matter. It wasn't the right timing. Perhaps it's the right timing now. So think of 11/11 as a reintroduction to what the possibilities could be, and to take this special day, to take that moment for yourself and maybe set some intentions in however you want to do it, whether it's lighting a candle, having a quiet moment to yourself, journaling, having a conversation with a friend, just taking some moments to ponder and think, to reflect, and to reignite that as we move forward, as we enter this beginning of the end of the year. So let's do a few messages. What's up for the week? What's up for 11/11? What is 11/11 bringing to us this week and over the next couple of days? That wanted to come out. New life. So we're at the end of the year. And again, it's not too late to discover something new about yourself, to take a step forward and to take some action steps on what you want to create for yourself. As we begin to wind down, as we come into the fall where it gets darker so much earlier and you feel like you just want to end the day at 5 o'clock, when it feels like it's 10 o'clock and it's really 6 o'clock, and you just want to nest and go internal and have comfort foods. And maybe to be okay with that for a while, especially now with the holidays and we have a lot of time off coming up, time with family and friends, time to rest. That it's okay to be less active, that sometimes it's about reserving the energy, reclaiming your own energy, discovering the portals in your life where you can insert, where you can jump into having more energy, more desire, more passion, more inspiration on a day-to-day basis in life. So to do that, it may take a little bit of a step back. And where can you find the brightness in the darkness? There's often a lot to see in the dark. In the dark, it's all about feeling. What are you feeling? It forces you to feel and to really use your intuition and instinct, your inner knowing when you're in the dark. Cards fell out. Truth be told and to be fair. So this is like the no holds barred time. This is like it. Like you've come to a place where I'm done, I've had it. This is my personal truth. I'm not taking this anymore. I'm damn mad. Perhaps you've been pushed and poked and prodded and activated. You've had nervous system activation in terms of feeling some anxiety, in terms of feeling a deep tension. And through that tension, though, that is where the new life can be born. It is through being pushed, and it's not always comfortable. And we see things come to light that are not always the prettiest things, or things that we just weren't paying attention to because, I'll get to it later, or it's not so important, or I don't want to see that. Or maybe you just didn't have the wisdom at that time. And often when we're poked and prodded, we have to feel our way through, to trust our gut. So maybe you've been having a lot of those synchronicities and things come up. Maybe a lot of things are coming up that have, like you look back now and like the whole year makes sense now because of what's happening in the present. And you can look back at these markers of the year, going back to summer and then to spring. And then what was it like this time last year? I bet you have a lot to celebrate in terms of your personal growth and understanding of yourself, the world around you, what your environment is truly like, what you're putting yourself through, that you no longer need to put yourself through, that you don't have to put up with that. It's like the old movie Network from the 70s where it's like, I'm mad as hell and I don't want to take that anymore. And you don't have to. All right. The Nine of Cups, which can be a card of stagnation. Often when we're very comfortable in our lives, we feel the need, okay, we're not going to touch that. You know, that's good. I've got that. I've worked hard for that. There can be a boredom here. It's like a girlfriend of mine once said, she worked in health. I'm doing really well financially, but this isn't what I want to do anymore after 15 years. I've hit all the financial targets that all these people want to hit, and I'm grateful for it, but there's something else I want, right? So she's got all this, but it's like, do I really just want to sit there and be stagnant? And what are the little things that you can do every single day, right? That helps birth this new life, since you've been telling the truth to yourself. Because you can't really tell the truth to somebody else if you're not telling it to yourself. And that can be the hardest person to tell truth to, is yourself. Because then it's like, oh, it's an embodiment of it. It's like you can't sit with it anymore, regardless of what you have. It starts with just an idea, with just a little plan that you initiate step by step. And the Knight of Cups, which can be, it's a beautiful night coming in with a beautiful cup filled with something, but it's a slow card. So perhaps this is something that has been a slow process to even get to, honoring yourself, honoring your truth, being truthful with yourself, and then taking it easy on yourself. Often when truths come out, there's either a moment of grief or a moment of overwhelm. So it can be a little confusing because it's like, oh, thank God I know that, but how did I not know that? And that's when you allow yourself to be in that slow process, to be in a little bit of a sitting still place. You know, you've got it. You've got the emotional capacity. You have the creativity. You have something really beautiful to offer. And you even have it formed to some degree. I bet you do. I bet you know, whether it's reinventing something that's a part of your life or deciding that I want to move in a complete different direction. I want to take this bit because I cherish that, because I like that, because that works. But I want to move it over here. If you're looking for love, there's someone on your mind that is moving very slowly, that has felt very emotionally fulfilling to you in many ways. They have a lot of what you're looking for. But what's coming behind them is emotion. It's not like a big ocean, a big body of water, a big emotion. It's very contained. Perhaps they were very contained emotionally in some respects. Let's get more on that. But it was definitely real. So the Knight of Cups followed by the Knight of Pentacles. Another slower card, but it's a slower card because the details, they're paying attention to the details. You're paying attention to the details. And you want to make sure that whatever you have gone through over this last bit of time, whatever you've had to readjust with, whatever realignments in your life with other people, with other environments, whatever stillness you've had to give yourself, whatever time you've had to give yourself, To come back to, this is coming back to something that is a true passion of yours. And it's solid and it's real. And this is something that you could absolutely move forward with. And it could become more than one pentacle. I think you look at this and it's like, okay, yeah, I've got this one, but in order to survive, I need all of this. So it's, how do I be emotionally satisfied and have this kind of abundance and not be bored, be stimulated by what's happening in my life every single day. But it takes time to create something new. Now, getting back to this love piece, I want to say whatever and whoever, whatever the dude, whatever the gal is doing, whatever they've been up to, it's not like you've not been forgotten. And there could be, a return, like a slow, after a period of time. It could have been one of those things where it's like you don't hear from them. But I feel like, as far as like a love portion of this reading goes, you've had like other fish to fry in your life. Like, that might have been frustrating. That might have been irritating. It might have been disappointing. But it felt like, let me deal with some other stuff first. Let me deal with who I'm telling to. Like, yeah, I'm not going to take this anymore from you. There were bigger things on. I feel like now that you are in a calmer place of going into a little bit of an eternal kind of place, where you're discovering how to move solely through being able to trust your feeling, trust your heart. Because things happen in life all the time that make us feel like we're in the dark, right? So it's this place of, I can move through the dark. You've dealt with that. And there could be, only because it's come up twice. And this could have been more than one person that you were dealing with in any capacity in your life. Somebody who was over emotional, and somebody who cared too much about money. Someone who was too sensitive, and someone that had so many responsibilities that they're finally making their way. I could be describing one person. They could have both these qualities in some capacity. But there's an offering coming in. It's just a matter of, are you wanting it? Have you moved on from it? Are there other interests? Do you just not have the same feeling that you did? It could have been about, wow, it's been a while. I'm really digging this. It's so nice to be with someone. I feel comfortable. But then it's like, you know what? Not right. Or you could check it out. Seems like a better time for it. 1111 also gets associated often with the synchronicities around love. So perhaps there are some synchronicities around love, or at least insights, or perhaps long-held prayers and things that you would have liked to have manifested months and months ago, or at the beginning of the year. They're finally coming into a place of clarity. And that could be even just wanting to date again, just finding someone attractive. Because if it's been a long time, you haven't even found anyone attractive, no one's been interesting, even just to have a crush on someone, that stokes the fire, right? That's like, I feel desire, I feel attracted. And I think it's coming from this looking, at least whatever your process is in this now, looking at the fact that I'm bored. What can I do to be not bored? How can I create something new? After being honest with myself that there are people, places, things, and myself, things about myself that I'm not happy with. And I'm on a personal journey of growth that lasts my entire life, and this is where I am right now. And the important thing is to acknowledge that you've made it through it. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is a card all about legacy and lineage, and really about, what am I leaving behind? When it comes down to it, what am I leaving behind? What am I going to be known for? My friend Penny, she has a wonderful community of people around her, and she's 82. And she always said, I used to want to be a famous this and a famous that and known for that and have all this. She's like, what I realize is that I have you guys, and that's why I'm here on earth. So it could be really, in this card, it's this lineage of the community that you're creating, whether those be work communities, romantic partnerships, families that you create out of the friends in your life. Perhaps this is about being honest with family members, being honest with them, or being honest with yourself about them and about what they can give, and how to have manageable relationships with people so that you can enjoy. We have the holidays and all the family stuff coming up too. So what can you do for yourself to feel like that you belong? And again, sometimes it can really be about, I belong here. I belong with me. I love me. So that is 11/11. I will see you guys in the middle of the week, and we will talk again, and we will talk about intimacy and relationships and loves, because that's the kind of reading I'm going to do then. I hope that you will join the channel. We would really love it if you would join the channel. I would love it if you'd be a part of my community. I look forward to connecting with you more if you feel called. Please give me a thumbs up, because I would super appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below what you resonated with. I have meditations on the channel as well. Right now I'm doing a series on the Celtic tree alphabet, and Birch and Rowan are going to be up very soon for you to explore and relax with other meditations. Please let me know what kind of readings you want. Please let us know what kind of meditations and themes on meditations you would like. And I will see you on the next one.